Hello, I'm just giving my Triumph Scrambler 1200 a service, and I'm giving it its annual service. And one of the things that I'm about to do, and so I thought it was worth recording this, is remove and clean the air filter. A couple of years ago, I replaced the standard paper air filter with a DNA oil fabric filter. So the idea of these DNA filters is, well, firstly, they're performance filters. They're supposed to improve airflow. But secondly, you don't have to replace them every year. You remove them and clean them. So I did make a video about fitting the DNA filter, but I've never made a video about removing it and cleaning it and replacing it. So I'll make the video now. Maybe useful for you. This video will be useful for you if you have standard paper filters as well, because the procedure of removing and replacing the filter is exactly the same. The only difference is I'm not going to replace the filter, I'm going to clean it. So the air filter is located behind here. You maybe just see the cover there, but this is the fuse box here and various relays and other electrical things on here that need to be moved out of the way. So first of all, these relays are just clipped onto this back cover. So if you just wiggle them off, there's just a little clip at the back. They wiggle off. You just lift them up off here. There, and then you can see it and push those out of the way. They were just clipped onto these little things here. This is the fuse box. Again, that should just wiggle off. And just lift it off. So that just pulls up, unclips in exactly the same way, and just kind of pull it out of the way. There's a bit of extra cabling on my bike here because I put extra wiring in to have power onto the sat nav. All this rest of the stuff here is fine. The other thing to bear in mind, this is the connector to plug in your diagnostic tool here. Just pull that out of the way. Is we've got the main 30 amp fuse here. That will just push through. So when I remove this plate, that'll just push through to the back of the plate. So to remove this plate, we've got 1, 2, 3, and they are T20 torque screws. So just take these out. Should be able to wiggle this 30 amp fuse through to the back now, and then lift this plate out of the way. You don't need to remove the fuse, it just pushes through the gap there. So get this plate out of the way. Just push everything out of the way now, and then you can see this is the cover. I'll zoom in so you can see it a bit better. This is the cover here for the airbox, held on with 4 more of these T20 torque screws. So I'll pull these out. Right, with all the screws out, you can just pull this cover off. It needs a bit of wiggling, get past everything. It flexes a bit, so you can wiggle it to get it past everything. There we go, and out it comes. Just get it caught down here. Again, I'm struggling from trying to do it from the side where I can't really see. There we are, that's it. Right, so just note, as I pull it out, the filter inserts from the front towards the rear. So you push it in from the front towards the rear into the frame. So I can see that this is pretty dirty, needs a good clean. So that's the intake side there. You can see how that's black, and that's the inside of it. So now going to give this a good clean and then re-oil it. In order to clean the filter, I've got a K&N filter cleaning kit here. It's not a K&N filter, but it's exactly the same principle. I've had this one in for a while. So in the filter cleaning kit, you get a cleaning fluid and then some oil for re-oiling it. So that's the oil for re-oiling it. So what you do is you spray some of this cleaning fluid onto the filter to clean it. Then you rinse that off and let the filter dry thoroughly. Thankfully it's a nice sunny day here, so I'll just put it outside and it'll be dry in a couple of hours. Then you re-oil it before putting it back in. let's get this filter clean. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get all the loose debris, like there's seeds and insects. Yeah, you can see the big bit of something there was stuck in it. So this is just a very soft brush I'm using here. I'm just going to go over the outside edge with this. So I think that was the only thing I can see that was lodged in there at the moment. Yeah. Oh no, there's another bit of seed coming out there. They're quite deeper, these little valleys in the filter here. So you really got to, this is nice, a long bristle brush, get it in there and get those things out. Yeah, get all that loose stuff off. Right, so that's it cleaned off quite well now. So what I'm going to do is apply some of the cleaning fluid to it. So I've got my cleaning fluid here. I'm just squirting it on. I squirt liberal amounts of this on. Onto, unfortunately, the little squeezy plunger thing's sticking on this. But just keep squeezing loads of this stuff on until it's fairly well saturated with the cleaning fluid. You can see. Make sure I cover all of this. So this is the outside, which is the dirtiest side, which I'm tackling, but I will put some on the inside as well because I want it to soak all the way through. So put this all the way through both sides. And squirt it around the side as well because it's good for getting all the dirt and grease off the edges. Right, so I've got loads of that on there now. So just going to agitate it a little bit with this soft brush, just on the outside, the side where all the dirt collects. Just going to agitate it, just to try and loosen up that dirt. And just brush around the sides, get all the dirt off the sides as well. It's not too bad actually, the filter. When I took it out at first I thought it looked quite dirty, but it's not. It was just the light, it's not too bad at all. Right, plenty of this cleaning stuff on. Get it really soaked with this stuff. And then what I'm going to do is just leave that to soak for about 10 minutes before I rinse it off. We're back again, just left that for about 10 minutes, just for the cleaning fluid to soak in. So give it another little agitate and it's already looking pretty clean. It's like give it an agitate on both sides. Very pleased with how that's looking. Right, so now I'm going to rinse it off. So I've got a hose pipe here and I'm going to initially rinse it from the inside edge, the bit that faces the injectors, with the outside, because the dirt will be lodged on this outside, so I don't want to drive it through the filter. I want to push it out. So you don't need a jet wash, you don't need high pressure. Here you can rinse it under the tap. I've just got my hose here. I'm just rinsing it through. And then I'm going to rinse this side directly. Right, that should be enough. So now, just check particularly that outer, make sure that there's no evidence of anything left in there. All looks pretty fine. So give it a good shake. As I said, it's a sunny day, so I'm going to take it outside, give it a good shake to get the excess water off, and then just leave it outside in my garden for a couple of hours to dry off. This filter is now dry. I've left it a good couple of hours out in the sun. It's thoroughly dry. So now I'm going to oil it with some new air filter oil. This is the K&L air filter oil. So just give it a good liberal coating. You can see it's a sort of red colour as this oil, which helps see where it goes. There we are, so you can see now that's nicely coated. It'll take a little while to soak through to the other side, so what I'm going to do now is leave the filter just sitting there for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, and in that time the oil will soak all the way through, but also the solvents that are in the spray will evaporate off, so it'll leave me with a nice even coat of oil on the filter, and then I can pop it back in the bike. So that filter is looking lovely now, just given time for the oil to soak in. You see it's gone all the way through both sides evenly. So I'll put it back in the carrier, so it goes in from the front of the bike, so you push it in from the front of the bike towards the back of the bike, and now I just need to put everything back together again. Right, job done. Hope you found that useful. Hope you found it interesting. See you again soon. Ride safe. Bye.